Wow, Shalom. I give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakakadash, double honors to our apostles of Great Millstone, our elders of GMS, and salutation, peace, and much blessings to your hopeful elect of the children of Israel, the sincere laborers of people of Negro, Latino, Native American, Seminole Indian descent, Israelite foreigners. We Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, and scattered amongst the four corners of the earth, and look like the heathen nations, but are Israelites through their father's side. And you awkward, let's humble yourself as well. I didn't know they would keep such a stat, but proves you that this place is on Mystery Babylon. You know, proves to your place is spiritually, like the scripture says, Sodom and Egypt. That's Revelation. Oh man, you know what? But let me do this instead. You see why it's so easy to keep your anger on 10 living in this place, because you're constantly being vexed with that with that around, you know. You're constantly being vexed by this constant appearance. You see it everywhere. Doesn't matter what you're in a major city. Doesn't matter you're in the rural parts of Babylon, Ohio. You look up and you know you're grocery shopping or whatever, and you straight up see a straight up MALE dressed as a damn transformer. You just constantly see it. Let me do this instead. Look at the word, because he mentions it quite a few times, and as he said, is made as an example. Come on. It's made as an example. And yeah, it's vexing, man. Okay, it's mentioned quite a few times. Okay, let me go back to the ad. I want to read a few of these first, a little some of this first before I get into the scriptures real quick. And this is what you call an example of being proud, man. Pride. You know, they're boasting, you know, because, you know, those that participate in this foul, abominable behavior are rewarded. You know, they're making, you know, a comfortable amount of, they're living a comfortable lifestyle. They're a comfortable life, you know, they're rewarded with nice paying jobs, you know, rewarded with health care. They're rewarded with protection. But what they fail to realize is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to destroy this place right along with their protection. It's unrighteous leadership. It's godless leadership. Thankful we're entering a day and age where being queer is a bit more normalized and accepted. Of course, it's unlikely our culture ever comes to fully accept it. After all, racism is still a thing. And wait a minute. So where does the word racism has anything to do with hating on this abominable lifestyle? You know? You're looking at the word racism. They probably done changed that after all this time. Dealing with these damn devils, man. You know, scripture said the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. Let me do that. They're going to continue to go off until they're, like I said, destroyed, man. They're not trying to wake up. They're not trying to change. And they're not going to. The only way that's going to change is, like I said, Yahweh Shemi Shai is going to burn these people up. Oh, it's like I meant to. Look up that word. Oh, I put a C and S in there, sloppy. Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism by an individual, community, or institution against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized. The belief that different races possess distinct characteristics, abilities, or qualities, especially so as to distinguish them as inferior or superior to one another. But we're sticking to our guns. We're sticking to the, the commandments, the scriptures. We're sticking to the word of Yahweh Shemi Shai. This is an abominable act. And he said that they're going to, they're, like the scripture says, their blood shall be upon them. It's not no go along to get along. We're going to simply continue to condemn this vile act. A vile act, man. It might be in the Apocrypha. Second Peter's 2:2 and many. Second Peter's 2:2. Come on. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privately shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. And through covetousness shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of your long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not. For if the Most High spared not the angel that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of unrighteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly, and delivered the just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. So here we are. So it says, after all, racism is still a thing. That said, moles is still prevalent across the nation. I'm trying to think of the beautiful video with the brother, is it Lashawamba from the head of the Dallas camp, made a video, and it's like I can't remember the name of the video, but he's going in on Nineveh, Babylon, a Babylonian city, ancient Nineveh, and and I actually have it myself, but the information found was how there was a king of Nineveh at one time, was an advocate, a great advocate for this lifestyle, where he himself wanted to become a woman. Here, let me see if I can find that. And I thought I saved it. It's been a couple of weeks since he made that video. I actually listened to it twice. The information just so, mind blowing. But it's not to the point that like I'm surprised, but it's beautiful that the information was there to be found and to be applied to the scriptures. All right. And again, this is Esau. He documented it. Esau documented it. And that's one thing about these devils. Their history and their records is on point. Okay, let me see if I can find that bookmark. It was just recently I saved it. Nahum, there you go. Nahum, Nineveh, and those nasty Assyrians. Keep going. The cross, there you go. This is the one I found. I'm not sure if it's the same one the brother used. Ancient Nineveh at the time of Nahum. There you go. The way of the king. Sardanapalus lived most of his life as a woman of sorts. Rather, that was to the extent of just cross-dressing or being a transformer, we do not know. Either way, some modern historians have taken to calling him an alphabet icon, which he was. And there's many examples of demons like this in history. Because those ancient Roman emperors, man, they were some foul individuals. Foul. So what did it say again? Especially those looking for it. But truthfully, there is some mass takeover of the alphabet people, especially those looking to indoctrinate your children and poison the watering hole or insert ridiculous and unfounded fear here. And now it won't let me click down into the whole thing. Isn't that something? Wow. So the plight of foul and filthy Americans should not be undersold, but we can at least take pride in the fact that our friends feel more comfortable than ever to be themselves. I'm gonna have to click out of it and see if I can go back in it, because now you were able to. You were able to read the whole ad. Now it's not allowing me to do that. Let me go out of it and come back in. I'm curious about the comments as well. Roughly 7% of Americans identify as filthy, equating to around 17.8 million people, or the number of Asian adults living in the United States. And let me tell you something. You got to put into the equation those that are on the down low as well, in the closet, that are still in the closet on the downward. That's roughly 7% of who identifying openly. So that number is staggering. If that number shocks you as particularly low, you aren't alone. But the truth of the matter is that even the most recognized filthy cities cap a 2% defined as an alphabet gang. In fact, San Francisco has the highest foul population at just under 360,000 people, or 2.3% of the city's population. The only American city with a larger than 2% foul population. Heck, California is the 39th foulest state, filthiest state. Heck, California. That brings us to Ohio, which is a significantly abominable state than California, according to a study from Rose Snacks. Ohio is the 13th abominable state in America. The Buckeye State is home to over 557,600 abominable adults, 6.2% of the state's population. Columbus houses the highest percentage of abominable households in a separate study from Road Snacks at 0.89%, the 16th highest abominable population of any city in America. Cleveland lands at 25th with 0.69%, and Cincinnati at 30th with 0.62, while Toledo was 61st with 0.33. Those numbers may be a bit conservative, as it doesn't necessarily account for single abominations, which could understandably outnumber live-in couples or married couples. And it goes into this here 36 alphabet gang icons, which is the numbers far higher than that. I mean, openly, that's probably like in the 90%, but 100% of them probably would support it. May not come out openly, because you gotta understand who's controlling the agenda and who's writing the checks, the gatekeepers and so on. Oh, you know, what? Really pressing. And don't look at the list and be like, "Oh, I'm surprised him." No. Barry Manilow. Look up the Edomite God. See what comes up, and you'll see that it'll look just like him. Remember, Tahar brought that out years ago. It's funny then, it's funny now. And he does look just like the Edomite God, with that big old small hat nose. Adam Lambert. Boy, George. Oh, wow. This is the end of the road for them. Wendy and Lisa I think they're a married couple. Formerly of Prince and the Revolution. Wendy used to be bad when she was younger, man. She was bad. She still is kind of fine. They both were decent looking, but Wendy was bad, man. She was a fine little snow bunny. Whole list of them. I'm about to hit them scriptures and see. We're going with Sodom, Ma Rainey. That was a foul little beast right here. That was a foul beast right there. I mean, that was a foul beast. Ma Rainey gets nothing but love from Jake. So there you go. So let me hit that scripture. Here we go. Yeah. Hit up Sodom, see the scriptures and what it says about it. He doesn't leave it out. Isaiah 1 and 9, those starting out who's the Israelites are going off serving other nations, other gods who don't know our power. The Most High has had enough, it says. And the daughter of Zion is left as a cottage of the vineyard, as a lodge of a garden of cucumbers, as a besieged city. Except the Lord of hosts had left us unto us a very small remnant. We should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. Also, at one time, we all went off at one point. But we should have. Isaiah 3 and 9. Isaiah 13 and 19. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of thy Chaldees' excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. There it is. All you gotta do is just grab a couple of these. Jeremiah 49 and 18. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, said the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. Jeremiah 50 and 40. As the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, said the Lord, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein. Because ultimately this place is going to turn into a massive desert as a memorial. Massive desert, man. This place is going to get burnt the hell up. A desert. Look at a photo of deserts, man. Nothing grows there. Nothing dwells there, but like the scripture says, of dragons and like snakes and lizards and bald eagles, hawks. So that's enough on that. So we're going to continue to condemn this place until we're out of here. Let me do this instead. Let me do this. See, it comes up in the apocrypha, so I can close. The world is partaking of her fornication. And fornication, man, is physical and spiritual. The world. Okay, there's just one, and second is just 2 and 8. Second Ezra 2 and 8. Remember, woe be unto thee, Asher, thou that hidest unrighteous in thee, O thou wicked people. Remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah. I almost got the spirit of me to watch a movie on Sodom and Gomorrah now, just to see its destruction. So continue in your prayer, continue in the faith, continue on the ministry, the work, and continue on praying that this place be destroyed. Shalom.